Hello, it's your girl Talia Ali, your favorite modern woman. And today we are going to be talking about a very spicy topic. A lot of you might not like what I'm about to say, and I just want you to know that I really don't care. I don't care. Today's topic is about, I feel like right now, a lot of Black men do not want Black women having their children. And I think we are refusing to accept that and believe that. So I'm just going to give an example because this particular person, he shares a lot of the same thoughts and speaking points of a lot of men. And there was a viral video there's been a lot of viral videos of this man going around. And he made some statements that a lot of Black men that I've seen in comments relate to or agree with. So we're gonna pick apart what this man said. I don't really fully know how to even say this man's name. Tommy Sotomayor, that's what it looks like his name is. So we're gonna watch the video and I'm just gonna share my point because I feel like it's bullshit. Let's get into it.
Single mother homes. So don't sit here and preach to me how y'all do such a great job of
So where's the father?
Listen to what
Where's
you're saying.
the man in the household?
So let me explain what's going on. This is Fresh.
Answer to that.
This is Fresh and Fit podcast. He's been frequenting their show and usually his videos go viral. So basically they're getting into the topic and they're saying that Black women aren't doing as good as a job at raising these children as we claim to be. So he's asking her, how are they doing a good job? And she's asking where the fathers are. So we're gonna see what his answer is to where the fathers are. So basically she didn't agree or disagree that we're not doing a good job, but she did ask him where the fathers are. So let's see if he has a legitimate response to that.
See, I own a house. In that house, if you were my wife, and I kept inviting dudes over, and they kept walking in with dirt on their shoes, and they kept throwing popcorn and shit on the ground and fucking it up. When they...
So I already have something to say. So he said, if he is your husband, and he invites his friends over and they're messing up the house. First of all, you're already describing your friends as children. Because at first when I was sent this video, I didn't turn on the sound immediately and I heard that. So I thought he was talking about children. I thought he was saying like, if you have children and you bring them over to a house and those children are messing the house up, who are you gonna blame? Obviously the parent. But he's talking about grown ass men, right? So that's already a red flag. Why are you comparing grown ass men to children? Who am I going to hold responsible? I'm gonna hold those grown ass men responsible. And then when I check them about messing up our house, if you're just sitting there and you don't want to say anything, then I'm gonna blame you and I'm gonna call you a coward. But let's continue.
Who would you blame? Me or them?
A combination of both.
No,
specifically you.
Yes. Why? Because it's my house. See, let me explain something to you. When women have babies, I ain't never seen a man die in a delivery room. Women do though. So one, they can decide to end the pregnancy. That's right. Unilaterally. Yes.
So basically, a lot of men are basically saying that it's our fault for having the babies because we didn't end the pregnancy. So if that ain't telling you that they don't want you having their kids, I don't know what does. But in case that's not enough for you, he's saying that you're basically risking your life to have children with men who don't want them and who are going to leave and not help you take care of them. Regardless of the reason, that's the outcome, right? Because that's all that matters nowadays is the outcome. Do I agree with that statement? Absolutely. Why should Black women continue to risk their lives to have children for men who don't want them? Men like him, of course. Let's keep going.
He can. The men can't. The women can decide to give a baby up at a gas station, at a
Firehouse.
So they can do all these things. So if women are so damn smart, how come they the only motherfuckers that's constantly getting conned and lied to get in the situation they
Like,
y'all claim y'all
niggas.
are smart as men, but y'all the only people who say, oh, he told me to do this and he talked me into this. When a man gets screwed over, they
Wait. I thought we were supposed to listen to men. I thought y'all were the leaders, right? So if they told her to do that and she did it, now she's stupid. So basically, it's stupid to listen to men like you, right? That's basically what he's saying.
it's your
You
fault.
should have seen it coming.
Should have seen it coming. So why is it we can't say to these women? Because let me tell you a stat that should shock you, all of you. Did you know there are 2 times as many Black women with children than Black men?
False. So the main research, as you can see, I didn't even research how to pronounce this male's name, but what I did do is research that stat because this is a shot at all Black people. As soon as someone throws you a stat, especially these Black men who have nothing of value to add except for pandering to Black men, the same thing y'all said Steve Harvey and Derrick Jackson was doing to Black women. You got these men pandering to you, not wanting to do what you have to do or not wanting to be blamed for the failure of our community. As soon as they throw you a stat, you ready to throw money at them or give them free publicity and share, talking about he's spitting. If you go through these comments, you'll see, because a lot of men try to make it seem like most of the men are not agreeing with this, but this video has 4.7 thousand comments, and this is not even an original video. This is someone who screen recorded this from TikTok, and TikTok got it from the original video, which is YouTube, and this has 23,000 shares, and most of them are men saying that they agree. So he put a stat that women have, did he say twice or 3? Let's go back a little bit. I don't really care because it's wrong, but let's see what he said, just for shits and giggles.
All of you. Did you know there are 2 times as many Black women with children than Black men?
Okay, he said 2 times. That's false, right? So 2 times as many, that means that, let's say there are 50% of Black women with kids, that means there's only 25% of Black men with kids, right? That is false. So a lot of the times, Kevin Samuels, a thing that he does usually, he gives the correct statistics, but statistics aren't just black and white. It gets into a lot of things. A lot of statistics may go by age, they may go by gender, they may go by race, all of these different things. So a lot of the times they say, so this is where the statistics come in, right? They say that 80% of Black babies are born out of wedlock, right? So that means that only 20% of those babies born out of wedlock, are born within marriages, right? But that's only the women who have kids. Obviously, you can't add women who don't have kids in the same statistic of women with kids. So they're trying to say that basically 80% of women are having babies by who, right? So they say 30% of Black men are married. So if they have kids, obviously that's within a marriage. That's what they're assuming, but that don't even mean that, because plenty of men get married and already have kids. But let's just go by that logic. I'll give y'all that, right? 30% of them have wives, right? So then that leaves 70% left. And they're saying that 50% of that 70 is childless, right? And then and single. So they're not married, obviously, and they don't have kids. That's 50% of Black men. So then you have 20% left of that 70. So they're trying to say that 80% of the women are all having kids with that 20% of men. That is false. And I'm going to tell you right now. So I looked up the statistics of Black women with kids and Black men with kids. Now, I will say that the Black men with kids statistics that I was able to find got more into detail of the ages. The women, however, did not. So it says Black women with kids, from all the study that I did, most of them, it was averaging at about 59%. So 59% of Black women have kids. It didn't go by the ages, but I couldn't find one with the ages, so I'll give them that. He's saying that Black men have, basically Black women have 2 times as many kids as Black men. So that means if Black women have 60% of kids, the men should be at 30%. Only 30% of Black men should have kids. But at what ages? So for example, Black men from age 15 to 19, there's 3.1% of them who have kids. Black men from 20 to 29, there are 25% of them have kids. So if you use that statistics from Black men from 20 to 29, then yes, you can say that half as many Black men have kids than Black women. But if you move up in age and go from 30 to 39, because we all know men have kids mostly in their 30s, the number raises to 62.5%, 63%. Still lower than Black women, right? But if you move up to 40 to 49, 80.5% of men have children. So to be fair, because they didn't add the age for Black women, I went and got the average age from all of that. And once I averaged out all of these 4 age groups and the 4 different percentages, I got 57.5%. So do the math. Do you think Black women have twice as many kids as Black men? As we watch this video, you're going to see why he even tried to say that. And now I'm proving that is false.
Damn. What does that tell you? Well, I'm going to interpret that for you. Here we go. Okay. It tells you that women are fucking the same man. Boom.
Really?
So y'all know he ain't shit, and you fuck him because you in competition with that other ain't shit bitch to have that ain't shit nigga baby. Because you just saw a video on Instagram of Future, who you know got 9-11 kids, talking about how hard it is for him on Valentine's Day with all these bitches, and bitches jump right on the video to be there with him. So don't tell me how great women are. Don't tell me how women care about marriage.
Okay, so even though I debunked his ridiculous stat, is he lying? Is he lying? Now, we know that every Black woman who has kids and ended up a single mom was not in some weird, twisted competition for the same man. But down in some areas, I won't even say some areas, because I was going to say, you know, the lower social class of Black people do this, but it's not just them. It's a lot of Black women who are in competition with women. They think they can change the way Black men think. They think they're different, just like Summer Walker. She had 3 baby mamas, I think it was 3, all telling her the same story. And what was her response? They're crazy. But now she got a song out called 4th Baby Mama. And now she sees what they was talking about. The same thing for what's the baby's baby mama name again? I can't even remember the girl name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. She sat there and laughed at his Black baby mama and thought because she is a woman of no color that he was going to show her something different. And he definitely showed her that you're going to get the same thing. You're going to get the same thing that the Black women are getting. Why? Because it's me. It's not her. It's me. That's what they're telling you. They might try to gas them up and let them think that they're going to get something different, because they're going to have to do that. You're going to have to do that. If you're trying to talk to one woman, how many times have you heard men tell you, she did this to me, she did that to me? You're never going to hear her side. She doesn't want to tell you her side. Maybe she does, but if she does, in Summer Walker's case, you're not even going to listen. So it's always her. So he's going to tell you how you're better than her and how you're going to get a better outcome than her, but you got the same outcome. How many different ways do these men have to tell you they don't want you having their children? Yes, they want to have sex with you. Yes, they want to shoot your club up. But if you have their child, you're wrong. That's what they're saying. And then when you do keep the child, if they don't want to be there and the child ends up like them or worse, it's your fault because you didn't raise them right by yourself. So I want to ask Tommy this. Is it your ex-wife or baby mama's fault that, well, is it going to be their fault? Because I don't know. I think he only has, so I did all this research trying to figure out how many kids he has. And you know, with these people that get on these mics and try to spew out all these things about Black women, it's very hard to get into their personal life. You look up Kevin Samuel's ex-wives, you don't see anything about them. If you look up his children, you won't find one picture. The same with this guy. Some sources say he has 2 kids. He definitely has 2 ex-wives. So I guess they're counting the kid from each wife. And then you have other places that say he has 3 or 4 kids. But there's one kid that people do know about, and that's Tommy Sotomayor Jr. And apparently, from the horse's mouth, he's a deadbeat. So whose fault is it going to be if his son isn't raised right? We're going to watch this video of someone basically exposing, or not even exposing, because it came out of his own mouth, about how he's a deadbeat. And if you care so much, then you should raise his son, who shares his name, for him. So this son, he's like a football player. I think he's definitely in high school, maybe a senior, no older than about 18. And he's saying, if you care so much about his son, raise him yourself, because he has no desire to do it.
Hey people, remember this clip from Tommy?
Tell men all the time, it's like, oh, I know it's fucked up that I said, but you make it all see kid fucking with that kid.
Yes, so this is a...
So basically what he said is, if you break up and you're a baby mama and you're making it hard for him to see the kid, then fuck you and the kid, basically. And we all know when they say making it hard, it just usually means not on their terms. But I do admit that there are some people making it hard. But there's also dads who will hire whatever lawyer they have to get visitation for their kids. But a lot of guys don't want to do that, because especially if they're not on child support, then they're going to be voluntarily putting themselves on child support. And if they're already on child support and they already didn't want to take care of their kids, then there's no reason to, because you can't lock a man up for not seeing his kids. So let's see what he's going to say.
Collecting money for a fatherless America. A man that every day he gets up on his soapbox, he pretty much putting other people down and telling other people how to live. Well, remember that video he did with the guy telling him to take care of his son? And Tommy was being very ambiguous on purpose, didn't want to confirm that he had a son. I know he had a son, I'd already shown that in the video, but here's his son, Thomas Jerome Harris. Yep. So Tommy likes to deny he has a son. Let's just take a closer look very quickly. That's his son, same
name. So look at his son. Look who he's with. I don't know if there's his prom or whatever, but he's with a woman of no color. And when he searches his daddy name, he'll see his dad constantly, repeatedly disrespecting women who clearly look like his mom, because obviously, he's a dark-skinned man, just like his dad. So 9 times out of 10, his mom was definitely no lighter. I mean, she's my complexion or darker, right?
Yeah, his son's a football player. So Tommy likes to deny his son. I don't know what kind of man does that. But then this is the guy collecting money for a fatherless America when he doesn't want to.
Is this your king? All of those men in the comments and sharing him speaking on women not doing a good enough job raising their kids. And this guy's making millions from putting down Black women. I don't even say that Kevin Samuels puts down Black women. I will say that he exploits them and he lets them come on there and make a fool out of themselves. So if they want to call him and make a fool out of themselves and make him rich and give him content, who am I to judge, right? I can judge them, but we all know these men love to come online and make money from content from Black women. It's very lucrative, apparently. Most of what they do has to be from Black women, whether it's them living in a Black woman's house or whether it's them exploiting or downing Black women online. They get paid for it, right? Because a lot of Black men like to see that. And if they didn't like to see that, then they wouldn't be going viral. But he is collecting money for a fatherless America when he's not in his son's life. And he doesn't want to be. And he's saying that if you raise a Black man wrong as a woman, it's all your fault. He couldn't even answer where the fathers were when she asked him that. All he had to do was tell her some fake stat and shut her right up. But he had the right one, because those are the type of women that they have on those shows. They're not going to get an intellectual woman on there. They're not going to get anyone with even the least bit of sense. So let's continue.
Take care of his own son, and he advises other men not to take care of their children as well. And so it was 2014. This is before I even started making videos, before people, his fans make all sorts of excuses. So Tommy decides not to take care of his own son. It seems very sad to me. But anyway, what I want you to do is, when you're watching the video, every time Tommy talks about a house, he's talking about his son. So his analogies in regards to a house, that's his son he's talking about. So just remember that. Now enjoy the rest of the video.
That and private number. Hello?
Tommy.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't bring that up. It says Tommy Sotomayor abandoned his son and 4 other kids, but he's collecting money for a fatherless America. But he has 4 kids out there that he's not supporting, and he's on social media encouraging other men to do that, and they're eating it right up. Because when men are doing something wrong, the first thing they want is for someone to validate that and tell them it's right. They want it to be normalized. They don't want to be condemned for it. And that's why they like throwing Black women under the bus and blaming it on us, because when other men look at them, because they love comparing themselves to women, but when you compare yourself with other men and they're looking at you asking, why aren't you taking care of your kids? They don't want to hear because my baby mama's crazy. They don't want to hear because she's keeping me out of the home. Because at the end of the day, when you don't take care of your kids, if those women cannot do it by themselves, those men have to pay for it. And they're not going to pay for a man and a child and a woman, because if the 2 of you are together, y'all should be able to handle it yourself. So for you to say that the white man put you out of your house, and it's just like, you're really going to own that type of weakness? He put you out of your house and he's taking care of your women, and it's the woman's fault? It's the white man's fault, it's the woman's fault. When is it your fault? But you want women to take accountability. I'll take accountability. Why are we still having kids with y'all? Why are we still having kids with men who think like this? Why? There's no good reason. And if you are doing that, then yes, there is something wrong with you. You are delusional, just like he's saying. So I'm not going to say he's wrong with what he's saying. But what I am going to say is you're a hypocrite, because you're doing the same thing. And when someone asks where's the dads at, here's where they are. They're on social media down in Black women. That's where they are.
Be in your son's life.
Okay.
He needs you, brother.
I know.
He needs you because his mom is going to do a bad job, right? He needs you. He said, I know.
Y'all have the same name. He named after you. He needs you.
I know, right? But until I do, wait. Until I do it.
Hold on.
No. I'm not. You're not going to over.
So in case you're not reading it, it says Tommy interrupts the caller, then accuses the caller of trying to talk over him. Tommy is looking for a way to start arguing so he can have an excuse to hang up, but the caller does not take the bait. This is what a lot of them do. They'll start telling you you're talking over them. This is my show. They're all doing the same thing. When are you guys gonna see that?
Me on my show. You're not gonna overtalk me on my show. I'll hang up. You can. I'll let you troll if you'd like. But you're not gonna tell me to hold on after you said what you said. I'm gonna speak back to you, right? Okay. Since I need to be in my son's life, if he needs me in my life, what y'all say he is 18? What the fuck were y'all 18 years prior to now? And if you really
What? I would just let you look. Y'all leave a comment on that statement. I don't even. My head is starting to hurt a little bit. This is why I took so long to start doing videos like this, because it's very draining. But this is kind of funny. Where was y'all 18 years ago? Where was y'all at, fatherless Americans? Maybe they was looking for their old dads. I don't know. Where was your dad 18 years ago?
Care about him so much? Hey, you go do it. No, you go do it. Because look, it's obvious that I ain't shit. So since y'all care about him so much, instead of taking his picture and putting it online, you should reach out to him and help.
He suggested that we take care of his kids because he's collecting money for a fatherless America. Is your son gonna get some of that money? I'm just wondering, like, are you collecting money for other people's fatherless kids or your own or all of them? I don't know. I don't know how this. I'm gonna need to see how these funds are distributed.
Don't you reach out? No, because I'm a deadbeat. Remember, I don't want to.
He said it, not
I'm
me.
a deadbeat, and you can't make me not be a deadbeat. So you just calling me over and over again, telling me not to be a deadbeat is kind of weird.
It's weird. You see? So this is, you have a baby with this man who had no plans for you, and I've done it, but I learned my lesson. Best believe I learned my lesson. You know why I learned my lesson? Because I can guarantee you ain't no more babies coming out of here like that. I guarantee you that. But you have women doing it over and over and over, whether it's with the same man, whether it's with different men, they're still doing it. And he's telling you that if you keep calling, whether it's a stranger or the baby mama, there's no point. There's no point to call me and tell me to take care of my kids. I know I'm not taking care of my kids and I don't give a damn. That's what he's saying. I don't give a damn. And it's weird for you to keep going out your way, keep asking me to do something that I never wanted to do. That's your fault. Why'd you even have a baby with me? I don't want to take care of my kids. Yeah, I keep having them. Oh, well, figure it out. And if they become just like me, or if they are not contributing to society, it's your fault.
It seems like what you do is you say, this man doesn't want to do it. So what we need to do, instead of trolling him into doing it, we need to do it ourselves. Because while you're trolling me and I'm not doing it, he still needs help, doesn't he? Huh? That's like trying to tell a guy, hey, you need to go back to your house and put the fire out. But he keeps saying he's not going to do it. He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't give a shit about the house. Are you going to keep arguing with him about putting the fire out? Or are you going to go put the fire out? No, don't. If you're not going to answer my question, just hang up, because I'm not going to let you. I'll let you say it. Now, if you're not going to answer the question, I'm just going to hang up. If you really care about this boy, instead of putting his photo out there, you would actually.
No, Tommy, we're not going to help you take care of your son or the rest of your kids, but we are going to call you out about it. And men who are taking care of their kids should be calling men out like this about it. You should be uncomfortable not taking care of your son, but we live in a community where you cannot take care of your kids and you can say things like this. What other community can you abandon your kids and not take care of them and say shit like this? And everyone's just going to share it and say, yeah, he's spitting. And you come up on all this money. I think his net worth, what I looked up, was like $4 to $5 million. And this is all Black men who don't want to take care of their kids, funneling money into this guy, and he's not going to give it to his kids. Kevin Samuels just got caught up from his child support in either 2020 or 2021. Mr. High Value Man, who came up here telling you what high value men want, which I guess he would have some insight on that because he is an image consultant, and no regular dusty men need an image consultant. Maybe they do, but they don't have the money to pay for it. But how is it that until he started making YouTube videos exploiting Black women and their delusional mentality, now he's able to get caught up on his child support for one kid? And his dad was having babies with everyone. He's his mom's only child, but his dad was going around town having babies with everyone. He has one child and just got caught up with back child support. These are the men that y'all listen to. If y'all want to listen to these men, go ahead. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me because at the end of the day, like I said, more women are going to start seeing, stop having their babies. They don't want you to have their babies. How many different ways did they have to tell you that? He's saying, why don't you take care of his child? And he ain't hurting for money. Not that I know of. That's what his net worth said. And now you have Black women, even like the woman that he got into a fight with on Fresh and Fit. Why is she up there? She said that, first of all, he flew her out. That's a whole nother story. My bad. See, this topic is just choking me up. I might do another reaction video to her side of the story because it did make more sense what she told her side, but I'm still gonna ask, why did you go up there? Why? If you know that they don't like Black women, stop thinking you're gonna be different. Just because you go up there, you're gonna be the one Black woman they like. No, they're inviting you up there so they can embarrass you and they can exploit you and get paid for it. That's all they wanna do. Quit it. And if you're gonna do that, then don't complain.
Go and do something for him, because embarrassing him is not helping him. You trying to embarrass him isn't helping him. You're taking his picture, making fake profiles, claiming you want to help him, but he ain't doing it. He ain't asked you to go find me. His mom didn't ask you to go find me, but you guys are using this person's stuff to try.
You hear him say, "Go find me." So that sounds like he don't have no communication with them at all. And this is the man that y'all are rooting for. That's just crazy because a lot of y'all keep telling women, here's the thing, y'all keep telling women every time it doesn't work out with their kid's dad, which is 80% or more of the time, that they're choosing the wrong men. And y'all try to make it seem like they're all having babies with the same men. But from what I just broke down in my statistics, when 59% of Black women have kids versus 56% of Black men, those numbers are not too off. So no, we're not having babies by all the same men. In some cases, yes, we are. But at large, no, we are not. So if you keep telling Black women you're choosing the wrong men, how many good men are there versus the wrong men if most of us keep choosing the wrong men and it's not all the same men? Do you get what I'm saying? How many of them are the good men? Are we choosing the wrong men? Or are you alluding that we're choosing the wrong group? Or should we just stop having babies altogether? I am going for the third one if you want to be safe. Until you're in a safe situation, at this point, how do you even vet these men? Because as y'all are saying, they're all the wrong men. And you got men who claim to take care of their kids sharing this message from Facebook that I just showed y'all. So are y'all the wrong men too? Let me know. I have another video coming about me asking men in this Red Pill Facebook group. A lot of times I go in there and troll just so I could get more of a grasp of how these men think. Because I'll be honest, I don't have men telling me any of this bullshit in real life. So I have to get my data and my observation from online. So I will post a video. I made a post of asking men, since women do not know how to choose men, give me 3 qualities and 3 red flags when looking for a husband. And I read the comments on the video. I'm going to be posting that soon. It's already recorded and everything. I just have to edit it a little bit. But here's the proof. Tommy is a deadbeat. He doesn't care about his kids. He doesn't care about anyone else's kids. He doesn't care about Black women. And a lot of Black men nowadays on Beyonce's internet are spreading this message. So when are Black women going to wake up and realize that you don't need to be birthing these men's kids? It's not beneficial to you. They don't want it. Just because someone shoots up your club doesn't mean they want you to have your baby. I know that sounds crazy and psychotic, but that's just how it is in many cases in our community. So please be careful. And I don't want to hear nobody else complaining about their baby daddy in 2022. If you can't see what it is by now, then nobody can help you. Keep struggling, keep chasing down your baby daddy while he's calling you weird and telling you that he doesn't give a damn. Until next time, people, Zeus.